Okay, the class recap for the first lesson of the 6-week course. So in this class we covered the basics of tango and what makes it work. So the first thing that we did was we danced with one person leading and one person following, and we have to look after the distance of the embrace. It's the follower's job to make sure that the distance is kept. And the other important thing to know is that the follower, number one mission of the follower is to make the middle of their chest line up with the middle of the leader's chest. So we started like this, and we just did some exercises where we walked forwards as leaders, to the side as leaders, and for every step that the leader takes, the follower is copying, always just concentrating on lining up the middle of their chest with the middle of the leader's chest. And we call this moment, when the chests are lined up, a moment of resolution, and the feet are together. And when you take a step, you end the step with standing on one foot and all of the weight is in that foot. And you don't change weight when you bring your feet together. And another step. And we noted that it's much easier for followers to walk backwards than it is for them to walk forwards. So there are a couple of things about this movement. The first is that it needs to be a special kind of tango step. So we tend to keep our feet on the floor rather than lift them up. That's bad, and slide is good. And the other thing is that when it comes to positioning your body, forwards is better for the leader and the follower. So you have to be sure that you bring your knees over the metatarsals here, and the hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips, head over the shoulders. So you end up in a kind of slightly forwards posture, and you feel that you're pressing into the floor with the forwards part of your foot, and the heels tend to feel like they're lifting up a little. And this is ideal for tango because you can walk backwards from this position, or forwards, or sideways. And that's very different from if I was to stand on my heels, because now, just for standing on my heels and trying to dance, I'm going to find it very difficult to walk backwards. I'm going to feel a little bit stuck and a little bit clumpy, and that's not at all the kind of quality of movement that we need in tango. We need kind of a smooth movement. We also talked about keeping the size of steps small to suit the smallest person in the pair. We also talked about moving to the music, and we said that it's not like salsa where you need to step on the beat and count the music. It's entirely up to you when it comes to tango. You might choose to step on the beat, or you might just dance with the music, kind of taking a subjective feeling about the music. However the music makes you feel. And when you're dancing, you must be listening to the music and listening to your partner. And of course it's possible to wobble. Alright. So then we also said that as well as going sideways and forwards and backwards, we can turn our chests as leaders. And the follower will want to resolve the step by bringing their chest around to match up. And if I turn my chest again, this is part of the dance also. And I'm trying to keep my hips still in this moment and just turn my chest. One important skill that we discussed was starting the dance well. And for the moment, at the beginning, before dancing any steps, we ask that the leader changes weight in place twice. And this helps to make sure that the dance can start in good order. And you change weight by bringing, I'll show you facing the camera. If I'm starting on this foot here, I have no weight in this foot, I change weight in place. I go up with my chest, across a short way with my chest, and down onto the other side, and I've changed the weight in my foot. So I'm now fully on my left foot, and now I'll change weight onto my right foot by going up, across, down onto my right foot. Up, still on my right foot, across and down onto my left foot. And in this way we can make it very clear to the follower that we are asking them to change weight. Doing it twice is kind of like a magic formula for the moment. So I'll do it twice now, I'll show you what we mean. Start up, across, down, up, across, down. And now I'm very confident that Ganka is standing on this side and I'm standing on this side. So now I can confidently walk forwards. And as we all know, no follower likes to be picked. So it's really important to pay attention to this discipline. For the moment, at this part in your tango, change weight twice before dancing. Later on in the class, we made a practice embrace like this. Just holding shoulders, just very simply. And then we did exactly the same practice steps. Change weight, change weight, change weight, step. And dancing. What's going on here, it's not that I'm moving Ganka physically, it's just that she is getting the dance information through the embrace. Before, when there was no embrace, then the dance information came only by looking. But now, with an embrace, the dance information can come by feel. So I invited the followers to close their eyes and dance with their eyes closed, and just do it based on the feel. And then the last thing that we did in the class was we started to make an open embrace. And that works like this. There's lots of ways to do it, but for the moment, I offer my left hand as the leader with a straight wrist, palm up. Ganka takes the embrace with a straight wrist here, and then we'll connect like this. And the important things to know here are that on this right side for the leader and the left side for the follower, that there is contact all the way along the arm. And this helps the dance information to go through the embrace. And in this way, then we can change weights twice, and then I can take some steps and we can dance. Ganka is still looking after the distance of the embrace, and she's still aiming to make her chest line up with my chest. And if I turn my chest, then she can follow. And it's really important to note that I'm not physically moving Ganka. She's moving herself. She's just feeling my invitation to dance through the embrace. Every step we take, we collect our feet. We keep our feet brushing the ground or standing on the ground, so we're very sure of where the ground is. And we're aiming for a very smooth quality of movement of our chests. And that's as far as we got this week. Next week, more stuff. Bye.
Bye.